everybody, it's Frankie-Lou
and Angus,
and we're out here at our chicken coop. We thought we'd show you some of the things we do to make sure that our flock does well during Alberta winter.
Yeah, like not just not die, but live.
Yes. I know that some people will think that some of the steps that we take to keep our chickens and our ducks comfortable are extreme, but we love our birds, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, and we don't want them to just survive. We actually want them to be as happy as possible. And so with that in mind, keep that in mind. This is not for a large-scale operation. This is for pampered, productive pets, which is basically what our chickens and ducks are, right? When they're not meat birds, these are birds that have been with us for a long time, and we take care of the flock because they take care of us. So first of all, this is our coop. And we used to have a heavy insulated door in here, but what happened, Angus?
Well, it was so heavy that it cracked itself.
Yeah, here in Alberta,
it broke itself apart.
It broke, yeah. Here in Alberta, we often will have nights that get as low as minus 40 degrees Celsius.
Yep, and I believe some water got stuck in it, and boom.
And then the door actually cracked in half, and then as I was trying to repair it, it was minus 40 out, and the wood kept splitting. So shortly after that happened, I started working in the greenhouse industry and discovered this little tip, which has made a world of difference.
Yes.
It might look like this isn't doing much, but what we have over our doorway here is
and on the other side, in the inside.
I was gonna say, we have a double layer of thick bubble wrap that completely covers. Okay? Yep. And what that does is it sort of, you seal it onto the outside, and here's our doorway. We have a double door, and then
yeah, we have like a top and a bottom, so
now I open it up.
We can open up.
There's another layer here, and I tuck this in at the bottom. This may not seem like it would make a huge difference, but those of you who have greenhouses and have worked with bubble wrap before will tell you that actually it does make a huge difference. And this means I've been using this method for 4 years now.
Really?
Yeah, 4 years. And that's when the door broke, was 4 years ago. And this has been really a great way to deal with it. It helps to seal the air in there more than any heavy insulated door will do.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you can open it up and we'll show you inside the coop now. Okay, so this is the inside of our coop.
We have our ducks outside.
We kicked the ducks out because they're making way too much.
This is not all of our flock.
Yeah.
Nothing ate all of our ducks.
We have 11 birds in here. And with this being...
Well, not right now, but yeah.
Yeah, we house 11 birds in here. And with this being a 6 by 8 coop, which is 48 square feet, and the minimum space per bird should be 4 square feet per bird, we could really only comfortably fit one more bird in here. Some people have argued with me that this is too high, but if we didn't have it too high, we couldn't have these windows here.
Or this light safely.
Yeah, this light could also not be used safely. Now, I designed this coop with Alberta winters in mind, whereas our winters are
super
cold,
sunny.
But super, super sunny, yes.
Yeah, so we got this polycarbonate, corrugated. We got it from our greenhouse
supplier. Yeah. And honestly, with these polycarbonate windows at an angle, which probably about 45 degrees. I don't know. I didn't actually measure it.
Yeah.
Shaker
actually,
style.
I think we did, but we don't. Yeah,
It heats this place up immensely during the winter. So much so that I can turn off the light and I can open that vent. And allow for the sunlight to heat it up in here during the day. During the night, I do have to have that light on, but as you can see, this is quite a big amount of space. And honestly, I have a monitor, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is not a flat screen TV.
No, it's a monitor. Amber likes to play games. Well,
no, it
just
isn't.
Kidding.
Okay, what is this?
It's a cozy coop.
That's right.
It's quite warm. It's not a fire hazard.
Yeah.
And our lovely Amber will cuddle up to it.
So Amber is almost 7 years old, and for an Alberta winter chicken, That's a long time. She's got arthritis, and she loves her cozy coop. She cozies up to it, and we have seen a huge, she loves it. And so much so that we're actually going to install another one over here.
Yep.
So that the ducks can, because some of the ducks will sneak up here to be with her. And we're going to put another one over there against that wall for the ducks to cuddle up with. Now, another thing that's really important about coops is keeping it dry.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you the water situation that we have here. Okay, so this is the watering scenario for our coop.
Yep. So we got this forced watering thing. Don't understand how it works.
Which is great. It's made out of a very flexible plastic, which
so it doesn't break.
Yeah. And then we have a really thick tray around it. That
like a planting tray.
That might seem like it's redundant, but if we will show you now what happens when you water these ducks. These spill water like crazy. And if we didn't have this tray here, this floor would be soaked all the time.
When we do our, we just have
that's good.
We just have like a bucket to do that for us.
Now during the winter, I always bring them warm water during the morning because they'll be cold. The other thing is I also keep this outside. If it's more than 10 degrees, minus 10 degrees, it goes outside. Because the whole thing is about keeping this as dry as we possibly can. Now, Angus is going to show you one of our enrichment activities that we have.
Some people hang with cabbage. This is what we do.
Because a bored duck is a mean duck.
Yep.
Here we go.
Hey guys, do you want a bob for peas?
What's this? Okay.
We got a bag of deep frozen peas.
Well, they're actually organic, but we use the organic. What we do is we let those peas soak on a counter overnight.
In this bowl, we add water and then kill it.
And then they enjoy eating it. It's also
then we pour it into their water.
Yeah, it's a really great way to make sure that your ducks have a really good source of niacin. And even our chickens like it. Chitty will sometimes bob in there. And honestly, it's one way of helping to keep them from getting bored. It's a fun, nutritious thing for them to do. Other things that we do is sometimes we will hang cabbage or broccoli or cauliflower from the rafters hanging down. Okay, and they kind of peck at it, and it increases and it gives them. These are some of the things we do. We make sure that we give them lots of treats. Because honestly, the winters are hard for the animals here, and we want to make sure that we make it as nice for them as possible, right, Angus?
Yep.
Okay.
So, another thing about the winter is predators.
Yes. And
that brings us to our next topic. So, we got these yellow rent-a-fence things.
Yeah.
From
a very lovely neighbor who gave us one of her ducks that wasn't getting along with another duck, and we're very happy to have her be.
And they gave us this with it.
Which means that now that the ducks can be outside as long as it's minus 10 or above. Something that I can't stress enough is keeping the bedding dry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 layers here. Underneath this, there's a layer of wood chips.
Then we have the fun stuff.
We have straw. In this summer, I use dry grass from our lawn clippings, and during the winter, I usually end up having to buy hay. I got to go buy some more. And honestly, the ground will often freeze, and I often have to just keep putting layers and layers and layers on to keep them nice and dry. You can never put too much dry bedding in for the ducksies and the chickens, and they do love it. So yes, we have 2 layers. It goes in the compost after this, and it's a really wonderful way to help the garden out as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really good to have the ducks outside as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because what happens is them being in the coop increases the humidity in the coop, which the chickens don't like. So if we had known what we were doing at the start, we probably wouldn't have mixed ducks and chickens together. But we do love our ducks, we do love our chickens, and right now they all get along. The moment we see a nasty drake, he's taken out of the flock, isn't he? We don't allow drakes that aren't kind to our chickens in our flock.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just gonna do a little more chores here, and then we're gonna show you some more parts of this. Okay, so Angus is gonna show you the temperature monitor for the coop.
Yeah. So this little thing right here, whatever. It tells you what temperature it is in. So that little white thing behind Coco and Tot,
is the transmitter, and this is the receiver.
Yes.
And I normally sleep with this on my bedside table, and an alarm goes off if it gets too cold, like if we have a power failure or something.
Yep. And it also will go off if it's too hot, like if there's like a fire or something.
And in the summer, it actually can get too hot if we don't have these doors open. Another thing that we have is this pop door here, which opens from the inside and the outside. We double door it.
And then we have this vent.
That vent is very important.
It's on hinges, and it has this like snow fencing or whatever you call it.
Yeah, that's to stop predators coming in, because honestly we have had issues with animals trying to get in the coop even from there. So we put that up, and we open that up first thing in the morning, close it last thing at night. And that's one of the reasons why even when it's during the day, sometimes I will have that heat light on there, so that even if it's minus 20, that vent can be open. Okay. Another thing we do, you can see there's a double door here on this coop. In the summer, that's really important because we want to open up and have the ventilation flowing, because those windows can make it really hot in here. We also built a coop that has insulation. This coop is insulated apart from the door, which has the double bubble wrap layer.
We actually got some house insulation.
This coop is heavily insulated. Okay.
And we also put latches on the door, so it's just a little more secure.
Yep. And we can't show you this right now on the other side, but we have strong winds that come from the north and the west, and we place along the outside of the coop even more insulating, okay, to try to keep it warm.
I have seen people do like leaf bags. Yeah. But we just have a bunch of wood.
Okay. Okay, so that is a quick tour of our coop. If you have any specific questions or anything, just put it in the comments. We're happy to answer. This coop has been, we built it about 6 years ago, okay?
And it still works well.
Yeah, but there's been a couple of things that we've done. Another thing that we do with the bubble wrap is I basically stuff the bubble wrap up in each and every little crevice and crack that there is. So bubble wrap is your friend when it comes to insulating, because you can also take it down in the summer when you don't need it. It's super easy. I use it in the greenhouse and in the coop, right?
Yes. And we have a lot of bubble wrap.
Yeah. And so if you have any questions about that, or about ducks and chickens in Alberta, or in any cold environment, let us know.
Or if you want to see a video.
Yeah, or if there's a video you'd like us to show you, please let us know. And we hope that you take today's chance to grow together.
Bye. Was you going to say bye?